People, wake up. The U.S. is at war. While you're distracted by minor incidences like Russian election meddling and Supreme Court appointments and the torture of immigrant children, Slovenia is waging a war against the U.S., and they're winning. Slovenia is a tiny European country, once part of Yugoslavia and now kicking U.S. butt. Slovenia, with only 2 million people, is mopping the floor with us. Let's look at the carnage. The first salvo, the first shot over our ship of state was when Slovenia smuggled Melania into Manhattan, where she acted as a one-woman sleeper cell. Anyone who has watched the TV show based on her early years, The Americans, understands how ruthless this woman is. She's heavily into syndication and reruns. She not only infiltrated the fashion and porn industries, but in a very House of Cards maneuver, became the president's vice. Even before Melania, Slovenia began undermining the American dominance with free higher education. They now have the highest rates of college graduates in the world. These graduates are participating in every aspect of society, demanding social justice and a better world. The U.S. responds to this by sending more spoiled rich kids to Harvard and poor kids to Trump University. Speaking of mopping the floor, Slovenia is killing us in cleaning up the environment. Slovenia is Europe's green capital. While the U.S. crushes environmental protection laws and throws trash in our own backyard, the government of Slovenia introduced environmental-friendly zero-emission vehicles. The U.S. counters with subsidies for oil companies and sending its children to fight wars to protect big oil. Slovenia is actively passing laws for social progress through sustainable development. The U.S. counteroffensive is more coal mining and dumping of toxins in rivers. Supplying food for the troops, Slovenia is nourishing its citizens with organic food, while the U.S. has turned its entire agricultural front over to a for-profit, for-poison company, Monsanto. Citizens, we must win this war against Slovenia before we're crushed by coal smoke, gas fumes, poison water, lack of education, and unsustainability. Not to mention the horror of Agent Melania's radioactive eyes. A particularly long, agonizing way to die. People, wake up. We're at war. We're losing. We need new leadership. Throw out General Mills, General Electric, General Dynamics, general complacency, and general stupidity.